Never mind the sound of the fish tank. Why is there no more memory on my... Okay. Okay. I think 15 minutes is enough. Just hope my camera doesn't die. I think I jinxed it because my camera died. Today I'm going to be doing my top 8 favorite 80s movies. This has been a very long-term obsession of mine. I've started watching 80s movies ever since I was little, and I really got into them around the summer of 2014 or 2013, I think. Yeah, the summer of 2013. I wasn't doing anything, so I started watching all of these 80s movies. I'm gonna be inserting some of my favorite clips from each of these movies after my short description of the movies. I'm gonna start with number 8, and it is E.T. It is from 1982, and E.T. is basically about this kid named Elliot, and he meets this alien he calls him E.T. for short for extraterrestrial. It starts out as like a toy to them, and they like have fun with his powers, and then eventually they find out that E.T. is starting to get sick because he's an alien, and then the government is starting to look for him.
You want to call somebody? Oh, God!
Elliot.
What?
Elliot.
I taught him how to talk now. He can talk now.
And then number 7 is The Goonies. This is from 1985. I feel like the year of 1985 is the year where most of like the really good movies came out. And The Goonies is basically about a group of kids. They're like best friends, and they live on the Goon docks, and that's why they're called the Goonies. Some like people are trying to build something in the place of where they live, and the kids are trying to save their part of town. Eventually they find a map in the attic. They're thinking it's like a treasure map, right? So they follow the map, and they eventually go on this huge adventure to find some treasure. I'll insert the clip. You'll see my favorite character.
But the worst thing I ever done, I mixed up all this fake puke at home, and then I went to this movie theater, hid the puke in my jacket, then I made a noise like this. And then I dumped it over the side. Then this was horrible. All the people started getting sick and throwing up all over each other. I never felt so bad in my entire life.
Number 6 is Zapped. This is not a very popular movie, I think, because I don't really see it anywhere, but my mom introduced it to me. It's from 1982, and it's about this kid. He is very smart and he experiments a lot, and one day he experiments one of the marijuana that he's trying to grow for his friend, but then he mixes some growth serum with the marijuana extract, and then he inhales the fumes from the liquid, and then he gets powers, and that's why it's called Zapped. He has telepathy and stuff. Not telepathy, telekinesis.
Who are you going to the prom with, Barney?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Why don't you go with one of your mice friends? Cut the crap. You know I'm going out with Robert Woolcott. He's pre-law at T-Winkle College. Why should I go out with you?
Well, I'm pre-rich, pre-famous, and pre-powerful.
You act like preschool, and that's a little immature for me.
Wow!
At number 5 is Pretty in Pink, and this is a Molly Ringwald movie. Molly Ringwald is basically the queen of all 80s movies because she's in so many of them. And this is a John Hughes movie. It's from 1986. I really like Pretty in Pink. I like it more than 16 Candles, which is another movie that Molly Ringwald was in, because I don't know, I really like the storyline of Pretty in Pink because it's about a girl who's like not really an outcast, but she's not like the typical popular girl at school, and then a rich boy falls in love with her. It's pretty much like a Korean drama if you think about it. What really sells it to me is the character Ducky, and he's really funny and such a nice character. I would love to have a Ducky in my life.
evening, young ladies. This is a very good tune. My mother used to sing this. This is Otis. I love Otis.
We're closed.
You know what an older woman does for me?
Changes your diapers?
Touche. No, seriously, though. You're a very smoky alternative for this. It's a duck man's love and life. Shall we?
You ever had one of these?
The next movie is another movie that my mom introduced to me, and this is a movie called Beaches, and it's from 1988, and it's a movie about these two friends. One of them is Bette Midler, and I don't know the name of the other actress, but they met as little girls, and Bette Midler is kind of like a child performer, and then the other girl is rich. They decided to send letters to each other through the span of like 11 years, I think. They just send letters to each other without even meeting, and then eventually they meet as adults. It's really nice, and it made me cry. I decided that I like a movie if it makes me cry. I cried a lot on this movie, so better prepare some tissues if you're gonna watch it.
CC Bloom?
Yeah.
Oh, I've dreamt about this moment for so long. I can't believe we're actually in the same room together.
Look, honey, I don't know what you're after, but if it's what I think it is, you're not my type. Comprenez-vous?
CC, don't you recognize me?
I don't believe this. Harry, do you believe this? We've been writing letters since we were 11 years old.
Number 3 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and this is from 1986. It stars the guy who played Inspector Gadget. What's his name? Ferris Bueller's Day Off is about this kid who pretends to be sick. He doesn't have to go to school, and he goes to great lengths to pretend that he is sick. School principal is kind of skeptic about him being sick because he's been out of school for like a couple of days already, I think 9 times. He goes out with his best friend and his girlfriend, and they go on this great adventure around Chicago. And yeah, it's just a really light-hearted, fun movie that isn't very heavy.
Pucker up, Buttercup.
What?
Ferris Bueller's online too.
Hey, Mr. Rooney, how you doing? Listen, I'm sorry to disturb you at work, but...
No, I think I owe you an apology, sir.
Well, I should say you do. Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. Rooney, I don't have all day to bark at you, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet.
My top 2 movies are 2 movies that I can watch a bunch of times, but I still like it. I still enjoy it every time. At number 2 is The Breakfast Club. This is from 1985, and it's about these 5 kids who get stuck in detention one Saturday morning, and they're like from different cliques at the school. Like, okay, let me say it the way they said it in the movie. The basket case, the brain, the athlete, the princess, and the criminal. Like, they're all from all different cliques, and it's like a cliche movie where kids from different cliques can become friends in some way. It's really enjoyable to watch, and it's quite interesting to think what happened that Monday morning after their detention at school. It's another John Hughes movie, by the way. John Hughes movies are my favorite movies.
You know, Bender, you don't even count. I mean, if you disappear forever, it wouldn't make any difference. You may as well not even exist at this school.
Well, just run right out and join the wrestling team. Maybe the prep club, too. Student council.
Nah, they wouldn't take you.
I'm hurt.
The physics club, too.
Excuse me a sec. What are you babbling about?
Well, what I'd said was I'm in the math club, the Latin club, and the physics club.
Do you belong to the physics club?
That's an academic club.
What do you guys do in your club?
In physics, well, we talk about physics, properties of physics.
So it's sort of social. Demented and sad, but social.
And the last movie isn't just my favorite 80s movie, it's my favorite movie in the entire world. It is Back to the Future. And it's about a kid named Marty, and he is friends with a scientist who is Doc Emmett Brown. Doc invents a time machine, and then he sends Marty back to 1955, and then he meets his mom and his dad, and then his mom falls in love with him, so he needs to find a way to get his parents back together, because if he doesn't, then he's gonna be erased out of existence. Best movie ever. Totally recommend that you watch it if you haven't watched it yet.
Just give me something without any sugar in it, okay? Something without sugar.
Hey, McFly!
What? You're George McFly.
So those are my top 8 80s movies. So I really hope that you guys found this informative, and I really hope that you guys watch one of these movies because they are my life, and I'm probably gonna watch an 80s movie after this. Probably 16 Candles because I haven't watched that in a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and goodbye. This is gonna be weird, but if you're looking for an 80s themed movie that just got released, I would definitely recommend Sing Street because it was set in the 80s, but it was released like a couple of months ago. So yeah, it's a really nice movie, but prepare to get tissues. Not because you're gonna cry, because it's a bit of a nosebleed movie because they're Irish and the accents are just... I love it so much, but sometimes I don't get what they're saying. Okay, this really is goodbye. Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.